Ultimately, this is the end game for a conductor, right? Finding your own personal read of a score, going in the quest of discovering previously unheard angles of a piece, a phrase, or a chord. Question is, how do you do that? Hello everyone, I'm Gianmaria Griglio and I welcome you to a new episode of Conducting Bits. If you're new here, this channel is all about classical music, score analysis and conducting tips. I want to thank all of my patrons for making this series possible, for your continued support and for all your suggestions. And now, let's keep going. First of all, you should consider one thing. Nobody can ever do what you do, and you can never do what others do. Copying others is pointless. Listening to a recording 100 times and trying to learn a score from it is pointless. You'll end up missing all the details trying to replicate someone else's interpretation. In fact, without needing to do anything, everyone has a natural impact on the orchestra. It's part of your personality, your being, the sum of your experiences. It's who you are, it's your sound. That already sets you apart from everyone else. The question then becomes, how do you shape it? The answer is as simple as it gets. Start from the score. 99% of your answers are in it. The first thing is, of course, score analysis. Sit down at your desk and go through structure, phrasing, harmony, and orchestration. Find the overall structure first. Is the piece in sonata form? Is it a minuet, a theme and variations? And of course the tempo. This will give you a general direction. Work progressively in, from the structure to the musical period, to the phrase, to the smallest cells. If you want to practice this, start with the Haydn symphony. His themes are a marvel of mathematical proportions. Add another layer. Harmonic analysis for each phrase, working down to each bar. Find the modulations and the harmonic nuances. And finally, the orchestration. Who is playing what and when? What are the combinations? What is the balance? Make good use of visual score study for baton placement and see who you need to cue and when. Now let's take a practical example. One bar from the first movement of Mozart's Last Symphony. Bar 92 seems pretty straightforward. The first violins have the melody, therefore they should stand out, which, by the way, they'll do on their own given the register in which they're playing. What about everyone else? Flutes, oboes, violas, and basses play the same note, the G, in octaves. Horns, trumpets, and timpani also play a G, but shorter, only a quarter note. Bassoons, second violins, and cellos play a descending line touching the third and the fifth of the chord. Now let's consider another detail. The bassoons are playing in unison in the high register. In Mozart's time, the sound of the bassoon all the way up there wasn't as round and pretty as it is today. Now this can suggest the intent of a rather light sound, almost comical. This line is reinforced by the second violins and the cellos, and none of them played in octave. In terms of balance then, it seems we have three groups. How does this affect your interpretation? The question should be actually, what kind of sound do you want? Or what's the idea of this phrase that you have? Is it a loud fanfare? Then make the brass and timpani more prominent. Do you prefer a lighter effect? Bring out the bassoons and the cellos. Another question you could ask yourself is, how much of a sforzato do you want? And with which character? How harsh is it? I took this bar as an example because I showed this exact same process to one of my students when the matter of the interpretation came out. There is no need to reinvent the wheel here or look for extravagant ideas just so you are different. You already are different. The musical choices you make need to be justified and justifiable in order for you to be able to sell them to 50 players in front of you. The score is your source of truth. Start there. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button right below this video and ring the bell so that you will be notified every time a new video comes out. For more in-depth analysis, conducting technique, and conducting exercises, look on my website where you can find more than 100 videos and follow my Facebook group. And if you want to support this series, you're always welcome to do so on Patreon. All the links are in the description. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video, if you have any suggestions for future ones, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of this series. In the meanwhile, please continue to enjoy music and be well.